Fascism, Minnesota style, is a way of organizing school children in which a school district is ruled by special interest groups such as the LGBT groups and the Minnesota Democrats, in which school children and parents are not allowed to disagree with the special interests such as LGBT groups and the Minnesota Democrats.
Members, this bill really has a lot less to do with bullying than it does about advancing a social agenda of a radical special interest group out front Minnesota.
The Chick-fil-A Chief Operating Officer, Dan Cathy, made a public comment in June 2012 opposing same-sex marriage. And bam, the LGBT rights activists went crazy and called for protests and boycotts of the chain. Duck Dynasty, Phil, he made a comment about marriage, and he was harassed, and he was temporarily suspended from the television show Duck Dynasty. HF 826 is simply another attack on the Bible and conservative Christians.
So the other thing that we've been told is that this new bill will protect diversity. Again, I find that just fascinating coming from this body. This body loves to praise itself for being diverse. Yet every day, when I see a clergy standing behind that front desk, I'm appalled because their own speech is suppressed. It's as if we are bullying our own clergy before the start of each session. That really seems unworthy of us. We're supposed to be adults. We're supposed to be diverse. Oh, well, you can say anything you want. We can talk about a guy named Cesar Chavez? I don't know. We can boldly come out and use that name, but heaven forbid you ever use the J word in this body. Really, that's how we've become. Today I was kind of proud at the pastor that spoke. He got about as close as I've ever heard of a real prayer coming from this body. I commend him.
If you look at the Second World War, what did the nation of Great Britain do? What did Prime Minister Chamberlain do to Hitler? He kept coming back and coming back and coming back with agreements and promises and treaties, and he kept saying, here it is, I got the treaty, Hitler's not going to do anything, every single time. And then what happened? Finally, we had to stand up to the guy, and it cost millions of lives. We stood up to the biggest bully on the planet. So standing up to bullies is necessary, whether it's Adolf Hitler or whether it's the big kid down the street.
We're going to have a chilling effect on the religious freedoms and speech in schools because an advancement of a social agenda that may go against your traditional religious values.
This is 1984. And all this has to do, if we go on to line 223, is it says cause physical harm, reasonable fear, or emotional distress. Members, people of Minnesota, if you're a teenager, you are in emotional distress. Name one who isn't.